Tesla now charge $8,000 for their future full self-driving FSD software, and for their most popular models, that's about 20% of the cost of the car. However, the cost of downloading a software is not more than 1 cent. However, downloading this software onto your car will make it even more higher and more expensive. So the question is, why is FSD so expensive? Now we're going to make a full breakdown of the cost of the full self-driving software that Tesla has in their cars. The cost of this is far from small. It's definitely billions of dollars. The AI training facility, which Tesla calls the Dojo, has been described in a couple of Elon's tweets as the exaflop system. We can understand a lot from these two words. Let's make a breakdown. A flop is a measure of a computational speed. It stands for floating point operations per second. So it's like the number of multiplication or addition the computer can do in a second. A typical desktop PC can manage a few billion additions and multiplications per second, so maybe a few gigaflops. An exaflop is a billion gigaflops. So the Dojo has a computing power of around a billion home computers. There are about 2 billion desktop computers in the world, many of which are kinda old. So the Dojo probably has about the same computing power as all the desktop computers in the entire world put together. As of June 2020, the fastest computer in the entire world is called Fugaku, and it manages 0.4 exaflops at the Riken Center for Computational Science in Japan. So, the Dojo is the world's fastest supercomputer and is growing to become the fastest computer in the world by at least a factor of 2. Now, we know that Fugaku cost about $1 billion, so with more than twice the performance, we might imagine that the Dojo is costing Tesla around $2 billion. So if the cost of computer that trains the AI costs a couple of billion, the cost of developing full self-driving has got to be at least several billions dollars. We all know that Tesla has sold nearly 500,000 cars with the necessary equipment to run full self-driving FSD, but estimates from various owners clubs suggest that only about 40% of Tesla buyers bought the FSD option. So the cost of the world's fastest computer was paid for about 4 out of about 200,000 cars at a price between $6,000 to $8,000 each, and that's got to be a sum up of 1.2 to 1.6 billion dollars. So as of right now, FSD is therefore at best only a break-even proposition for Tesla. But once FSD is finished, the Tesla company will make an extra 20% profit on every model or cybertruck in the future that has it. Other companies cannot come close to this scale of investment. Ford, GM, Kia, they couldn't do this even if they wanted to. Toyota and Volkswagen might, but they are at least 5 years behind the curve. So, guys, do we count this as a loss or as a gain for Tesla company? Let me know in the comments below and see you in another video. Goodbye.